is Alyssa. I'm 33 years old and I'm from Texas. I was diagnosed with stage 4 gastric cancer. I started experiencing symptoms at the end of 2020, but it took 2.5 years for me to get a full cancer diagnosis. Initially, I felt something was off when I was fatigued all the time. That wasn't like me. I've always lived a fairly healthy lifestyle, so I've had great energy, and out of nowhere I had no energy for anything besides just going through my day, working, coming home, and going to sleep. In my free time, my spouse wanted to meet up with our friends and family, and I had no energy, and after a couple months of that, we started talking about it more, and he was expressing how frustrated he was, and I knew then something is wrong. This isn't like me. I think I need to go to the doctor and get this figured out. Initially, I went to my primary care doctor. They did blood tests to see if any of my levels were off that could be causing the fatigue, but everything came back normal. So they suggested we do follow-up blood work in a couple of months, and maybe I was fatigued because of my workload or stress. So then I got heartburn for the first time in my life. I did not know what it was. It was an extreme burning sensation, and from the very first time that I experienced it, it happened every single time that I ate, regardless of what I ate. So after a few days of that, I went back to the doctor, reported the new symptom. After 2 years of experiencing these symptoms, my doctor referred me to a gastroenterologist. The GI said that my symptoms that I was experiencing were not normal, and she wanted to do her own blood work. She also wanted to do a CT scan, and then she would do an endoscopy and possibly a colonoscopy. So we scheduled that out. We got the blood work done. That came back normal. We got the CT scan, came back normal. And then 2 months after meeting with the gastroenterologist, we did the endoscopy and the colonoscopy. 5 days after the procedure, I got the phone call that I had inflammation that they took a biopsy of, and it came back that I had H. pylori that had went untreated, and it had turned into gastric cancer. I was then told that the type of gastric cancer that I have does not show up on imaging, and that's why it was not picked up on the scans. And because of that, they like to do an additional procedure called a laparoscopy, where they cut tiny incisions in my abdomen and go in with cameras and look for signs of spreading. So we did that procedure, and that's whenever we found out that it had spread and it was stage 4.